Antony to Manchester United. Ajax chief confirms they have just signed his replacement. Ajax are clearly worried they could still lose Antony to Manchester United before the end of the transfer window. Like most sensibly run clubs, they are getting organised, and the signing of Porto winger Francisco Conceição prompted speculation he could be Antony's replacement. Now Ajax have confirmed the signing of Conceição is an insurance in case Antony leaves, with the club admitting they need to ready themselves. Ajax technical manager Jerry Hamstra confirmed this to Het Parool, in comments which will give Manchester United hope over Antony. Hamstra explained, on the one hand you want to have immediately deployable players if you lose CL-worthy players. But at Ajax we also continue to think about the long term. How fast that happens depends on several factors. I can imagine that goes a little faster with a Portuguese or European than with a boy from South America. So Conceição is another example of bringing the successor, in this case Antony, into your selection. The rest of Hamstra's comments on Ajax's transfer strategy were a little mixed, as he did insist the club do not wish to sell any more major players this summer. But it would be a surprise if he said the opposite, publicly, and he admits he cannot guarantee anything. He said, "We now want to keep this group together. I assume that no one leaves this core anymore. Of course you can never say never, I've learned that by now." With regard to Lisandro Martinez's transfer to United, he remarked, "It became increasingly clear that a longer stay was not feasible, because we are simply not at the top of the food chain. This is recognition Ajax cannot hold onto their top stars, and these comments will only encourage Manchester United over Antony." TalkSport reported yesterday that Manchester United are not giving up on signing the Brazil international. The Times reports Antony is determined to sign for United and reunite with Erik ten Hag. Ajax's price tag of £70 million has so far put United off. Understandably, it's an excessive figure. As the window drags on, some common sense may prevail, and a more reasonable agreement could yet be found. Manchester United defender Axel Tuanzebe wanted by Bournemouth. Bournemouth want to sign Manchester United defender Axel Tuanzebe to boost their Premier League survival bid. The Athletic report that Tuanzebe is among the central defenders the Cherries are considering ahead of their return to the top flight. They report that Scott Parker's men only have 3 options in that area of the pitch, and are weighing up numerous options including Tuanzebe. Another United Academy graduate, Ethan Laird, spent the second half of last season with Bournemouth, but that loan move did not really get off the ground. In June, Tuanzebe looked in the best shape of his career ahead of pre-season, but his summer has not gone to plan so far. He has been forced to leave United's pre-season tour through injury, with his place taken by Will Fish, who was sent off in Tuesday's 3-1 win over Crystal Palace. Tuanzebe has been linked with Trabzonspor in Turkey, and the Athletic also acknowledged that interest when referencing Bournemouth's potential to sign him. Lisandro Martinez has just agreed to join from Ajax, which pushes Tuanzebe further down the central defensive pecking order. Tuanzebe had 2 loan spells last season, at Aston Villa and Napoli, with neither working out as planned, and setting his progress back. At Villa, he started only 6 Premier League games, but in Italy, he started only 1 match, and played just 10 minutes in Serie A. And in June, journalist Fabrizio Romano said that Tuanzebe is set to leave Old Trafford this summer, Erik ten Hag's first in charge. That said, Romano said in the same breath that Eric Bailly would also depart, and he is still here, making some impressive assists in pre-season. It is time for Tuanzebe to move on, and a switch to a Premier League club with just 3 other options for competition looks a good option on paper. Now, it remains to be seen if Bournemouth firm up their interest, during a summer where a clear-out at United was mooted but yet to materialise. Desperate Jorge Mendes offers 30% off Cristiano Ronaldo contract. Cristiano Ronaldo's determination to leave Manchester United this summer has started to adopt an air of desperation. It has been well reported that the Galacticos agent had offered him to Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Napoli and Atletico Madrid, with none willing to take a punt on him. In terms of other Champions League clubs, which is Ronaldo's demand, many are believed to feel unable to match his wages. This has led Mendes to put his megastar in the summer sales, with a whopping 30% reduction, according to CBS Sports' Ben Jacobs. Mendes is making it clear to clubs put off by his wages that Cristiano Ronaldo is willing to take a significant pay cut, potentially as high as 30%, Jacobs tweeted this morning. Whether that is 30% less than his United salary this season, which has already seen a 25% reduction on last season's £510,000, is unclear. The amount being mooted would be either £267,000 per week in that case, or £357,000 otherwise, both still a tidy sum. There is also the issue of United demanding a transfer fee which is expected to be around the £12 to £15 million mark. Ronaldo remains interested in an Atleti move. But club continue to distance themselves, as previously reported, Jacobs continues. Atleti sources reiterate that the club are simply not in a financial position to move. Atleti have termed signing Ronaldo problematic. A real return is also not an option. There is no appetite for it on Real's side. Mendes even offered Ronaldo to Barcelona prior to them signing Robert Lewandowski. The reporter says that no club is close to signing the superstar and that United boss Erik ten Hag remains hopeful of having cleared the air talks. Jacobs goes on to say that the great man wants to join a club where the burden of output isn't solely on him. He also says he wants to join a supportive club. Beggars can't be choosers, Cristiano. United will return to Manchester after Saturday's final Australian tour match against Aston Villa. Ronaldo is expected to join the squad at that point and Ten Hag will find out whether he will be banking on the striker's presence next season or not. Manchester United transfer target set to sign new deal at current club. Manchester United transfer target Jurrien Timber is edging closer to signing a new deal at Ajax. Erik ten Hag has already shown he is targeting players he is familiar with since he began his career at Manchester United. Lisandro Martinez was recently signed from Ajax, Ten Hag's former club, and Tyrell Malacia completed his move to the club from Feyenoord, this time from Ten Hag's home country. Christian Eriksen was also recently brought in, a player who trained with Ajax to regain some fitness following his cardiac arrest. Another player Manchester United have been linked with is Timber, again, a former player of Ten Hag's. However, Fabrizio Romano has now claimed that the Dutch defender is close to signing a new deal at Ajax, despite the interest from Manchester United. Timber can operate as a central defender, as well as at right back. The latter is a position United could be looking at improving, with Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot both failing to cement a regular place in the side last season. However, it appears Timber isn't going to be the man to fill this position, and it will be interesting to see if Ten Hag pursues another right back this summer.